Hello everybody, Happy New Year! This white sweatshirt with the white background and my lack of makeup is doing me no services whatsoever. I just wanted to quickly jump back in. It is currently Monday, January the 10th. Where do I begin? So last week I kind of jumped into things head first. So it was a pretty busy week for me. And this week has kind of started off on a more pace that I like. So that's really good. It's freezing outside. I'm seeing on my Instagram stories this morning that it is -10, but feels like -45 or -100. So I'm not too excited about that. I was going to hop over to see my mom with Winston on my second cup of coffee of the morning, but it's not, so I always get really confused at coffee shops when they say they use a double shot of espresso. And any baristas or coffee connoisseurs watching, does that mean that the actual espresso, like the thing that grinds and holds and you tamp it, is that like big enough to house 2 shots? Because so far, or how I do it, I have like a little cup. I think we have a big cup too. Mark was explaining this to me not too long ago, and it's still just, the concept can't register. So anyways, I basically have 1 shot of espresso. I hit the double, so more water goes through the extraction. And then I just put like a shitload of ice that melts and dilutes it a little bit. So I basically in the morning have 2 cups of coffee, iced coffee, Americano, 2 Americanos, but with a single shot. So if I went out to a coffee shop, is that just like 1 iced Americano? Guys, it's coffee science. And I don't get it. I just know this is delicious. We're currently drinking the Balzac's blend. I think I've talked about Balzac's on my channel. I also forgot to mention that it is my birthday month! Somebody's rocking their new winter jacket from Christmas. I love how the end there curled up because of his tail. And this is, can you see the front? It's hard to see the front, but he's shaped like a barrel, so it's like, it's really hard to shop for him. Little Bubba. Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go see Grandma. Let's go show Grandma your new jacket that she bought. Let's go model your new jacket for Grandma. I can't. Me again with this weird angle. So, another drive-through. I'm gonna pick up some lunch, which is going to consist of primarily carbs. Because that's just how I roll. This angle is so horrible, but my dash is so weird. Like, I bought this camera mount and I just can't for the life of me figure out the best place to stick it. Anyways, guys, I'm at Tim Hortons. If you are Canadian, you are very familiar with Tim Hortons. When I was in high school, there was a Tim Hortons walking distance, so we'd always walk over there for lunch. And my friend introduced me to their mocha. It was so good. So a mocha is, why am I talking about coffee and like coffee-based beverages all morning? Anyways, a mocha is half hot chocolate, half coffee, and it's just so, it's like a dessert in a cup. And Tim Hortons used to have the best, and they might still have the best whipped cream with chocolate curls that Starbucks does with their peppermint mocha, which you can order all year round, I'm sure. But it's just such a Christmas treat. Anyways, so we would literally get these mochas and eat the whipped cream with the chocolate curls on top, and then go back and ask for more. And I don't know if we prompted this, but they started charging, and they started chinsing out on the amount of whipped cream they'd give you on their mochas. And we were just like, what the F? This is horrible. So I'm just in line and I'm like, should I get a mocha? It's 2 in the afternoon already. I literally thought it was like 11:30. Okay, so it's just gonna be that kind of Monday. Anyways, I feel like it's unfair to my body to be ordering a mocha the same morning I Googled how to reset your gut. So maybe I shouldn't do that to myself, even though I'm about to get a bagel with cream cheese and a bran muffin. Like a mocha is gonna really make a difference. The reason I Googled resetting my gut is because I was on Goop the other day. Love Goop. And she has this like G-Tox reset kit, and I just love everything she does. So I'm like, ooh, what's in this 7-day G-Tox Goop kit? I had done a juice cleanse once, and let me tell you, I did it so wrong that I'm embarrassed to admit. So I'm mega segueing here, but anyways, I did this juice cleanse last year sometime with Mark. We dedicated 24 hours to reset our bodies, cleanse, whatever. My body goes through these phases and these cycles of where fasting and not eating comes so easily. And other days where it's like today, I had 2 waffles and a hard-boiled egg for breakfast, and I'm like starving. Like I'm like, I could eat like 3 bagels and 2 croissants, and I'm just so hungry today. Where the other days, I'm just like, I can go without eating. This juice cleanse day was not that day. So weird. So the day before we were like, yeah, let's pig out. We split a beer and we like ate all this food. And then the next day the juice cleanse started. And by 5 or 6 in the evening, the headache was unbearable. And I was just like, could not stop thinking about food. And I was like, this is so strange, because there are days where I literally don't eat from the previous day. Like I can go fasting for so long. Anywho, so I feel like a Goop G-Tox reset for 7 days is a little bit of a stretch for me. I'm still not there yet, although I saw something like with cereal, so I don't know, it's like if it's a juice cleanse per se, it might just be like it was a gut reset, so that made me very intrigued. I just feel like I've been bloating, and I don't know if it's from gluten or if it's from stress or what it's from, but I just feel like my digestion needs some TLC. So maybe no mocha. I also don't know if they could do it with almond milk.
Morning, how can I help you?
Hey, can I grab 1 plain croissant?
Okay.
And a blueberry muffin.
Blueberry, okay.
And a bran muffin.
And raisin bran.
Yeah, perfect. And I'm also gonna have a multigrain bagel toasted with plain cream cheese.
Cheese, okay.
And let's see, that would be it for today.
That's it. That'll be a 20 plus drive-through.
Yep. So anyways, I didn't order a mocha. And it's been many years. It's probably shit now anyways. Sorry, Tim Hortons. Yeah, so I just feel like I have been taking very intense probiotics, which I feel like there is such thing as overdosing on good gut flora. This was like an intensive. And I did notice that that was potentially bloating me, because I do this thing, like I'm so aware of my body that I can very quickly correlate, like, oh, I've been doing this different this week. If I'm taking a supplement, or if I reintroduce dairy, or if I'm just eating pasta all week, or what have you, that I'm like, okay, well, let me maybe I don't need to take this B complex vitamin every single day. So I stopped taking the probiotic, and the bloating, like I literally looked like I was in my 3rd trimester. I am not joking. I was so bloated, and when you're that bloated, it really hurts. Like you just feel like your stomach is gonna explode, and I was like, this is not okay. I know that I just had a burrito, but I'm very aware of my belly after I eat a burrito, and my belly when it's just like very uncomfortable. So yeah, do your research, guys. I'm more than halfway to my mom's. Can't wait to see her. Winnie is as cute as ever in his new little jacket. And yeah, I am so hungry. I need to eat like right now. So it is currently Tuesday. I just stopped my vlog yesterday at my drive-through Tim Hortons experience because the day got away from me. I caught up on emails already. It is 12:30. Crazy. Today feels like it would be 4 o'clock right now, but it's not even 1. Haven't had breakfast at all today. I ran an errand. I shipped something out. Have to send out a little bit more emails, but I had vacuumed already, which is totally something I do to avoid my real work. But I think I'm setting little goals, so I'm gonna publish a blog today on Prism. If you're not familiar with my blog, it is a lifestyle blog that I launched not too long ago. I have been in the blog sphere for many years, but I really truly used it as a online sort of I used it kind of as an online journal, creative mood board. So I totally started out in the Tumblr sphere, and I think it was called Yours Truly, and I'd post like, there I go again. I'm using the laptop light as a light. And that's kind of where how the poetry was sort of birthed. I would definitely use Tumblr to write little snippets and publish. And the saddest and most poetic thing is I don't think that I have access to any of these posts anymore because I had changed the templates of them, and sometimes things would get lost, and then I switched over from Tumblr to Squarespace for a couple of years. And then now finally I'm on a WordPress, doesn't matter, but now I'm hosting my own thing. So I've been doing the blogs for, I swear to you, almost 12 years. Now I've taken it more into like a lifestyle, I call it like a virtual magazine. So there's a podcast with it as well, where we've interviewed and talk about beauty. So yeah, check it out if you haven't. I will link it in the description box below. And this is my current state. I can't wait to grow out my bangs. They have been the worst ever. I don't remember the last time when I was growing them out, them being this of a burden. I also have been snipping them a little bit, but I'm just like, I'm over it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna cut bangs again. We'll see. I think I said that last time too, but I have this top knot, which is literally only serving to hold the bangs up. Today is Thursday. I thought yesterday was Thursday, so I completely missed Wednesday, which makes sense because I didn't vlog yesterday. I had a crazy all-day work session with my friend Yelena, who I don't think you guys have seen on the channel yet. She was on one of my Vlogmas vlogs, but we had a bunch of work to do yesterday, so I didn't whip out the camera for vlogging. We did go, We did go to Yorkdale Mall to have a little mooch around there, shoot some content for her. La Durée has like a whole little cute shop there, so we weren't able to sit, but we got a dozen macaroons that were so bloody good. They had a rose flavor that immediately when I saw on the menu, I was like, oh yeah, 100%. But then I noticed a Marie Antoinette flavor, and I was like, what is the Marie Antoinette flavor? And he was like, it's Earl Grey tea with rose. And I was like, oh my God, load the bag up with those. The verdict, I had ordered chocolate, vanilla, salted caramel, pistachio, the Marie Antoinette, hazelnut, and I ate the Marie Antoinette, the hazelnut, and the pistachio, and those three were delicious. As romantic as the Marie Antoinette sounds, it had an interesting flavor combination. It was, I almost wanted to say, like, it tasted a little bit minty, which is so odd. I didn't end up buying the rose one because I thought rose might be like overkill. But next time I go over there, I'll definitely purchase more hazelnut. The pistachio was good too. I mean, they're all delicious. It is so important, and I'm still kind of transitioning to a digital productivity calendar organizational thing. I usually purchase or get a yearly planner for myself around Christmas, because all the cute ones are out, except this time I didn't, and it was fine. I was using a yearly planner, I'm sorry, I should say, for the last 2 years, and prior to that I was bullet journaling to a very entry level. And here, let me grab it. And I found even with the yearly planner, there is just, I don't know, maybe it's the way my brain works, but I remember better, and it declutters my mind so much more when I actually write it down. So my technique for bullet journaling is I will have, at the beginning of every month, I'll have like monthly notes. So here I have bills, weekly goals, monthly goals, and then on the side here, I write, and it's usually bigger, and I consciously said I don't want to look at my old ones to see the format that I have. Like, I just want to see where my mind goes in what it wants to do. So I have the month here, and then as fate would have it, there's 30 rows here. Rows, columns, lines. There's 30 lines here. So I literally start with the date and then the day. And when I see it, it makes a bit more sense, but it's not as like if I'm like, oh, what day is it today? And I open to this page, it doesn't help per se. So I think for February, I'm gonna have to do something different. And I do usually fill this calendar out at the beginning of the month. So there is something truly in my throat. I think it was the sour cream I just ate with those pierogies. And then moving with each week, I have the day, the date, and the to-dos. This usually is if I have meetings, if I have like a date with a friend or anything special that I'm doing with Mark. I'll write down like cute events here. So it primarily serves as like a work calendar. It's not really like a journal where I want to put like movie ticket stubs in here to remember or whatnot. So it's like, for example, on Thursday, today, I have vlog and... Oh, this was last week. But as fate would have it, I'm also vlogging this week. What? Guys, my brain is all over the place. I don't know what is wrong with me. I feel like doing that truly helps me to better organize my life, and writing it down and remembering like the days and the dates. It just really, really works for me. And sometimes with the planners, I used to just base it off of how the cover looked and not so much how the inside looked. But it was weird because it's like all the notes would be at the end of the book, and then I would just use that to scribble and do to-dos, and it didn't really correlate with a month. So I think it's important for me to have like the first page with the calendar, and then next to it having the notes, the bills, the important dates, the goals right there. So I just finished at the dentist. All the while I was thinking like, I should be vlogging this, but I was not. So here are the whitenings. I cannot wait. Look how happy these two look with their white teeth. Yeah, it was great. So informative. All the while she was explaining to me the whole process and how to do it and the use and the time and how to put the solution in, I was staring at these bad boys. My teeth. Oh, that's upside down. I don't have an underbite. I do have a little bit of an overbite though. And I was like, can I see those? And she's like, yeah, you want to keep them? And I was like, duh. Of course I want to keep them. So, whitening trays and the mold of my teeth. Crazy, right? Now I could really see how big this overbite is. Do you see it? I mean, like, it's kind of. It's just those two front teeth. My mom's convinced it's... Where am I? My mom's convinced it's because I was sucking on a soother for many, many years. Fact, I drank out of a bottle until I was 6. Anyone else? I just thought it was like a water bottle, and I remember like my mom had to snip the tip of the nipple because this hole was too small. It's like meant for babies. And it was a sad day when I had to part with it. Now I have straws out of my water bottles. Not much has changed.